And welcome back guys to another exciting game review, and this time it's Dungeon 100. Dungeon 100 builds itself is another auto battle mixed with Diablo. It certainly has a Diablo closer to the Torchlight ammo aesthetic, but that's pretty much where the Diablo comparison ends. I describe Dungeon 100 as a deck builder with a unique gameplay loop where your goal is to make a better build than your last successful run. About the goods. Building a deck is fairly diverse despite all the classes share the same deck of cards. There are bonuses for matching professions, so for example, having 3 cards with a shaman tribe on them will give an extra boon to your summons. 3 rogue cards will give extra crit chances. Cards are cast in order from left to right, and certain cards are able to combo these left to right. Turn order in different ways, such as when a card to the left crits, the combo card will immediately cast the card to its right. This is more challenging than it looks because of the translation issues, but overall it's really satisfying to arrange your deck in such a way that it logistically works perfectly. As you go along, you'll get access to higher tier cards as well as a larger deck size, so you can create even more elaborate skills chains. Finally, the gameplay loop itself is unique in the deck builder space. Your goal is to climb floors, and each 15th floor is a boss. The unique thing about this is that after you beat a boss for the first time, your run ends and whichever character you used to beat, it's known to the new bosses on that floor. So in effect, to successfully beat the run means you have to beat 6 of your prior builds. The bad. The translation in streaming is garbage. Expect the first 5 or so hours to be spent learning how to transfer the messed up translations into something understandable. Since you're aiming to beat your prior builds every 15 floors, the bulk of the game time is just going through the floors with throwaway enemies. I know the goal of these floors is to add to tweak your current deck, but even on the faster speed, they'll still take a while to get to the real challenge of the game. This game has a lot of potential as an extremely casual idle game combined with the ability choices of a game like a Vampire Survivors. It really isn't what I'd label a roguelike or roguelite though. In its current state, there are features that need some real work for the game to last longer than a couple hours. You don't really get any improvements like it's in a roguelike. You go through the dungeon until you beat a boss on a level and then your character assumes the role at the dungeon boss. You are then logged out of the character class and have to start again with a different class, and you have to beat your last character and move on to the next boss. When you beat the boss, this character also replaces the boss and this cycle repeats. The classes didn't differ much. They get a minor bonus to their skill tests, but that's all. I made a hunter character that blocks my level 50 in my dungeon that I couldn't get past, not to matter what I tried. Until I created a summoner with the summons that summon other summons that summon other summons, etc. This thanks to games of frame rates, but I beat my level 50 toon. But now I have this summoner as my level 60 boss. You see the problem here. You can do anything to improve yourself aside from just making different skill choices and maybe some RNG. It's fun, it just hits a wall and stops. I think this will get resolved with time. I can think of many ways to fix this. So yeah, I got almost 8 hours of a 12-bucks game and I'd say it was certainly worth it. About the summary, if the price seems reasonable for 10-15 hours experience, then Dungeon 100 is a great purchase. There is something really cool here, the gameplay loop as well as the translation just need some additional work. Thank you guys for watching this video.